ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। हरे कृष्ण। By the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we have successfully finished 36 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the universal form, Viswarupa. So in this chapter, we have completely understood about Krishna's universal form, because Arjuna asked Krishna and Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna. But also we understood why Krishna came to this well, because Arjuna asked the question that who are you, why you have come, what your mission is there, why you have come here. Akyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupo deva varaprasita विज्ञातुम इच्छामि भवन्तमात्यं नहि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्। आख्याहि मे को भवान् उग्र रूपो नमोस्तुते देववर प्रसीद। So I offer my obeisances unto you, O Lord of the Lords, and please show your mercy upon me. So that's what Arjuna told the Viswarupa, the universal form of Krishna. So we all have to also worship Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his original form. That's what Krishna wants us to do. So because that is very easy for us to go to Krishna's well. So Krishna's well is all known as Brahman. So it is Brahma. So in order to go there, we need to elevate ourselves. We need to get qualified to enter into Krishna's kingdom. So Krishna's well. That qualification, when we get that, so we will be known as Brahma Bhuta. Many times we discussed about that also in Bhagavad Gita. Right now in this material well, we are not qualified to go to Krishna's well. The reason, because we are attached to material sense objects in this material well. Because of that reason, we are not able to give up this material well and go to Krishna's well. Once we forget everything in this material well, that means once we give up all attachments to this material well, all the attachments to the material sense objects, everything is made up of matter, including our body. So everything is simply made up of matter. But we are not the matter. We are the soul. So that means 24/7 in our life, we should be able to live in that understanding, that knowledge, in that consciousness that we are the soul. So then only we can prove that we are not attached to this material world. We are not connected with this material world. So that means we should not be affected by anything happening in this material world or anything which happened in this material world. So that means we should simply disconnect ourselves from this material world. So then we can actually elevate ourselves to the Brahmabhutan platform, Brahmabhuta platform. Then we can go to Krishna's well. We will be eligible to go to Krishna's, enter into Krishna's well. That's why Krishna said in the second chapter, in the sloka number 15, Krishna said that in the second chapter, Yam hi navyadayantyete purusham purusharsava samadukka sukham deenam somritatvaya kalpate. For one who is not disturbed. Na vyadayanti. Na vyadayanti means one who is not disturbed. Yamhi na vyadayantyete. Samadukka sukham dhiram. One who is equal in both happiness and distress. So that's what sukha dukkham. Sama. Sama means equal. So sama dukkha sukham dhiram. A sober person. So he will not, Krishna is saying that he is eligible actually enter into Krishna's well. That's what Somritatvaya Kalpade. So that means he will not come back to this material world again. So then we will become eligible to enter into Krishna's kingdom. So that means in this material world, when we actually go to school or go to college, when we study, what we are trying to do, we are trying to get ourselves qualified. So there are a lot of exams. In order to get a specific degree, we need to meet all the needed requirements. So then we will meet those qualifications. Then we are awarded the degree. Similarly, at work or whatever we do, there are so many things. So like that, we need to get ourselves certified, qualified, that we have no connections to this material world. We have no connections to this temporary miserable place. So then we can actually go to Krishna's well. And once we go to Krishna's well, then it is just one way to go. That's it. We will not come back here. In this material well, we will never ever come back. So once we meet all those qualifications, that we give up all attachments to this material world, if we have no connections with anything in this material world, so then when we are qualified to enter into Krishna's world, that is Goloka, Brahmabhuta, that is Brahman. So Brahmanohi Pradishta. So I established this Brahman, that is Krishna's abode. So then we will go there, we will go to Krishna's well. So we need to use our life here in this human life as an opportunity to gain those qualifications. That's what we should use this life for. We cannot miss this. So any person who is studying for an exam, if he simply wastes time, if he just not studying at all, and then when the exam comes, then he will not be qualified. He cannot write the exam. He will fail. So then he needs to write that exam again if he wants to pass. Same case here. When we die, at that point of time, before our death, it's not only when we die, before our death. For example, when we are writing an exam, it is not just when you write the exam. Just before the exam, you need to prepare. You need to study very well. Use all the time. Prepare very well. So then you can write the exam very well. Then you can pass. You can get 100 out of 100. So here, in this case, everyone has to get 100 out of 100 to go to Krishna's well. It is not like that you can get 90 out of 100. Then we have to get 100 out of 100. Then only we can go to Krishna's well. So 100 means there is 0% connections with this material well. So 100 means there is 0% attachment to this material well. That means 100% you are attached only to Krishna. So that is known as a Brahma Bhuta platform. So we need to study this Bhagavad Gita. That's what we are preparing for that exam. Because when you study any degree, any subjects, you will have to study. For that, there are standard textbooks are there. You will read and you will attend lectures. We'll go to the classrooms and even online, because of pandemic, online classes. So like that, we need to attend. So attend the classes and then study and then read the book and then prepare for the exam. So like that, here for us, we need to go to Krishna's well. We should not be coming back to this material well. This is a temporary place, miserable place. So we need to achieve that 100% mark. So basically, that's what we are doing. We are studying Bhagavad Gita now. We are online class. Every day we are studying Bhagavad Gita online. So we are understanding about ourselves. And we have the standard textbook. So that is Bhagavad Gita as it is. So Bhagavad Gita as it is the standard textbook. So we need to prepare. That's what we are preparing. And what we see when we study, when we read this Bhagavad Gita, we see that we are slowly progressing. We are slowly disconnecting ourselves from this material world. We are doing everything for Krishna. By Krishna's mercy, we are getting ourselves connected to Krishna with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So when this happens in our life by Krishna's mercy more and more and more, when we start serving Krishna, so we need to earn credits. So any exam, so it doesn't have only theory part, also you need to go and do some experiments. There is also practical part. So here also the practical part is that you need to follow all the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is teaching us, do your karma, don't expect results, don't get attached to the results, you don't have the right over the results, and act and do everything for me, and go and sit straight and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantram, just focus your mind upon me. Manasamyamya Machitto. So like that, always think of me, become a devotee, worship me, render devotional service unto me, Bhakti Yogena Sevate. So like that, do everything for me. That's what Krishna is teaching us. And at the end, Krishna is very clearly giving us the knowledge that you go and give this knowledge to everyone, spread this message to everyone, make a lot of devotees. So this is the practice we need to do. So then we will become very perfect. So by doing this practice, by studying this Bhagavad Gita as the class, what we are doing, as the theory, what we are studying and understanding, the Sankhya philosophy, and then putting that into practice, doing Karma Yoga, performing all the activities for Krishna, and making a lot of devotees and spreading this Bhagavad Gita. Just we need to do only one thing. Just spread this word that we are studying Bhagavad Gita on Zoom every day. That's it. That is the service. This is the practical service we need to do to Krishna. When we study Bhagavad Gita, we just have to find out innovative ways so that the world knows that we are studying Bhagavad Gita. That's it. So everyone gets an opportunity to come and join in this Bhagavad Gita class and study and follow. So this admission is open all the time. It is not that admission is only during the academic year. Sometime it starts, not like that. So admission to this class is open all the time. So, and also many times in the college or in the schools, admissions are there, and when you get qualified, you will join the program. But if you also, the attendance may not be mandatory. So, but if the student misses the class, if the student is not going regularly, so then he will not be doing well in the subject, well in the studies. So same thing here. So in our class, our Bhagavad Gita class, admission is open all the time. Everyone can join at any time. But once we join, so then we should not be missing it. So we cannot miss. If we are missing, if the attendance, if we don't attend, so then we cannot pass this exam. So sometimes these lectures are also offered as recorded lectures in the colleges or universities. They record and then they post it so that the student can study at their own time. So same case, our Bhagavad Gita class also is recorded. So it's also available. So it's available in YouTube. So if you miss it one day, then make sure before the next class, you study it, you go through it, watch through the YouTube classes. So that way, if we study this Bhagavad Gita fully, understand as a subject by Krishna's mercy, and then follow this Bhagavad Gita, everything, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to succeed. We will be able to remember Krishna. We will be able to get ourselves connected with Krishna. Then we can slowly, we can actually progress. Kshanaygi, kshanaygi. So Krishna is saying, Sanischayena yoktavyo yogo anirvinna chetasa sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvan ase sataga manasevendriya gramam viniyamya samantataga. So we will be able to slowly and progress. Sanagi uparame buddhya dhriti grihitaya atma samstam manakritva nakinchitapi chintaye. So that's what happens. So then when we get this knowledge, fully understand, we will see the change in our life. In our life, in every day, in our activities, in what we do, what we think, how we act, how we behave, everything we will see the change with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because when we are studying this Bhagavad Gita every day and understanding, that's why Krishna is arranged. Due to his causeless mercy, Krishna is arranged for us to study Bhagavad Gita every day. So we are studying, we are understanding. So then, when we develop that attachment and love towards Krishna, then we will be able to give up all attachments to this material sense objects, this all our desires. Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumams charati nisprihah nirmamo nirahankaraka sasanti madhigachati. Then we will be able to give up all varieties of desires in this material world. In fact, we won't find any time to think about material sense objects. If we are very busy, if we are very sincere, when we study this Bhagavad Gita, if we are engaged all the time in studying Bhagavad Gita, following Bhagavad Gita, and remembering Krishna, and worshipping Krishna, and serving Krishna, so then we will be so much occupied in our life 24/7. We will be completely in Krishna conscious. We will not have any time to think about anything in this material world, about the material sense objects. We will not have any time. So that is the way we will do the devotional service unto Krishna. So then we are going to get santim, sasantim adhikachati. So we are going to get everlasting peace of mind. So then we are going to get that yoga balam, that strength. So because we are able to serve Krishna, because of that bhakti yogena sevate, because of that bhaktya yukta, yoga balena chaiva. When we get that yoga balam, that strength, bhaktya yukta yoga balena chaiva, then we will be able to bring our prana, our atma, life here in between the two eyebrows. Then we can think about Krishna. We can leave this world and go to Goloka, Krishna's world. So that is the way to live from this material world and to go to Krishna's world, Goloka. So this is the only way. This is the only science. There is nothing else. People can come up with different movements, different organizations, different yoga, this philosophy, that philosophy, and they may teach different ways, different things. Lot of things will be there. Lot of movements, lot of organizations, lot of leaders, lot of followers. Lot of things can happen. But this is the only way to go to Goloka. That's it. We need to understand. Just serving Krishna is the only way. Knowing Bhagavad Gita is the only way. Understanding Bhagavad Gita, knowing Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, knowing that Krishna is the Purushottama, and remembering Krishna and doing all the service unto Krishna, and all the time thinking about Krishna, and that way getting ourselves completely connected with Krishna. So that way, even at death, we can remember only Krishna, no one else in this material world. Then we can go to Krishna's world very, very easily. So once we go there, then we are not going to come back here. Many times we studied in Bhagavad Gita. So now, today we are studying in the 11th chapter. So 36 slokas we finished. In the 36th sloka, we studied that Arjuna said that, Arjuna vacha stane rishikesha tava prakritya jagat pragrishyati anurajyate cha. Rakshamsi bhitani diso dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangaga. So by hearing about your name, Sane Rishikesha, Tava Prakritya, by hearing about your glories, this whole world, they get attached to you. So they rejoice, the whole world getting rejoiced and they get attached to you. But the Rakshamsi Bhitani Diso Dravanti, but the demons are fleeing here and there, whereas Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangaga, whereas the Siddhas, so they are worshipping you from all directions. So now in the 37th sloka, Arjuna is continuing. Kasmachate nanameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadi kartre ananta devesa jagannivasa tvamaksharam saddasattatparam yath. Kasmachate nameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopi adi kartri. So you are the original creator, even greater than Brahma. Brahmanopi adi kartri. Even greater than Krishna is the creator of even Brahma. Brahma also is created by Krishna. So then why not everyone worship you, offer their obeisances unto you? Kasmachate nanameran mahatman. So then why should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? So Ananta Devesha, O limitless one, Ananta Devesa, O limitless Lord of the Lords, Ananta, limitless one, and Lord of the Lords, so God of the gods, so Devesa. So Ananta Devesha, Jahannivasa. Many times in this chapter, and many times Arjuna called Krishna as Devesha and Jagannivasa, so like that. In the previous slokas also we studied. So again, he is calling Ananta Devesa Jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Sattasattatparam Yat. Tvamaksharam. So you are infallible, you are imperishable, and you are the cause of all causes. Sat Asat. So Sat Asat, everything, you are the cause of everything, cause of all causes, and Tat Param, and you are beyond the ignorance. So you are transcendental. So Tat Param Yat. So you are the transcendental. So like that, Arjuna is addressing Krishna that you are everything. So Kasma Chate Nanameran Mahatman Gariyase Brahmanopyadi Kartre Ananta Devesa Jahannivasa Tvamaksharam Sattasat Param Yat. So, oh great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? So, limitless one. So, God of the gods. So, refuge of the universe. You are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. So, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 37th slokam in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we will discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Timur Prabhu. I made you as the co-host. Hare Krishna to all the devotees.